airlines overbook flights, delay flights, cancel flights, and occasionally damage our bags. But did you know there's DOT laws in place to protect us and compensate us when these types of things happen? But don't you worry, since you follow me, Sam, Mr. Everything Money, I'll show you exactly how to get compensation from the airlines. If you're ever involuntarily bumped from a flight, or if they simply overbook the flight, you're entitled to compensation. To calculate how much compensation you're entitled to, this will depend on the length of delay. For example, if your flight was delayed over 2 hours and your one-way ticket costed $300, the airline would have to compensate you $1,200. If you have any issues with this, simply show them this table. Now, what about a delayed flight? Unfortunately, if your flight is delayed, the airline is not required to give you any compensation. But always ask airline staff this question. Hi, since I have a long delay, do you offer complimentary meals or a hotel room? Oof, what about a canceled flight? If the airline cancels your flight, you're entitled to no compensation, but usually they move you to a new flight. But one thing to note on this, if you don't like the new flight that they gave you, you can cancel it and get a full refund. And then we got the damaged bag. The law states that while the airline is in possession of your bag, they're responsible for any damages. So to ensure that you get compensation for any damages, make sure to always take pictures pre-flight. Safe travels. What does Delta, United, and American Airlines all have in common? They all love to overbook flights. But don't worry, since you follow me, Sam, Mr. Everything Money, I'll show you exactly how to get compensation if you're ever denied boarding. Excuse me, sir, it looks like you just removed me off my flight. Ooh, yeah, sorry about that. We overbooked this flight. That's fine, but what you guys did to me is called involuntary denied boarding. Yeah, don't worry though, I'll move you to a later flight that departs in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Great, but I know my rights and you owe me compensation. True, but how much do I owe you? According to DOT laws, you owe me 4x my one-way fare. And since I paid $350 for this one-way flight, you owe me $1,400. Okay, here's $1,400. By the way, take a screenshot of this. It could come in handy on your next flight. Attention, Delta Flight 101 has been delayed to New York and we're looking for volunteers. Volunteers for what? Yeah, hi there, sir. We overbooked this flight. We would like to offer you a $100 compensation to get on a later flight. $100 voucher? Don't ever take the first amount that they offer. Watch this. Actually, for me to volunteer for a later flight, I'd like an $800 voucher. Well, since we have no other volunteers, fine. Yeah, $800 voucher. Can you also put me in business class on that later flight? Fine, just don't tell everyone about this hack. Actually, just follow Sam for all the money hacks.
Don't you ever, ever, ever consume these products from an airplane from a flight attendant. Rule number 1, never consume any liquid that is not in a can or a bottle. The reason being is because those water tanks are never cleaned and they are disgusting. So talk to a flight attendant. We rarely drink the coffee or tea. They come from the same water tank. And so when you're drinking that coffee and tea, it comes from that hot water and it's absolutely disgusting. So these little coffee guys, they are rarely cleaned unless they are broken. These guys are taken out and cleaned in between flights, but the whole machine is never cleaned. And they're by the lavatories. So pro tip for all you parents, never ask for hot water and put it in your baby's bottle. Ask for a bottled water on the side and hot water in a cup. Then make your baby a bottle with the bottled water and put it in the cup and heat it up. Comment on this video and let me know what type of videos you want to see from a flight.